across every culture and throughout time, humanity has marked the great transitions of life, birth, adulthood, marriage, and death, with ritual. These are more than traditions. They are powerful, symbolic journeys known as rites of passage. But what do these rites mean? Why do they follow a common pattern? And what can they teach us about ourselves, even today? Let's dive into the fascinating world of anthropologist Arnold van Gennep, and his groundbreaking theory of the rites to passage. Segment 1. The man who named the journey. In 1909, a Flemish anthropologist named Arnold van Gennep, working at the Sorbonne in Paris, published a book that changed anthropology forever, Les Rites to Passage. He identified a universal structure in the rituals surrounding major life changes. From tribal initiation rites to Roman funerals and Christian baptisms, van Gennep found a shared rhythm, a pattern that transcended time and culture. This pattern, he said, consisted of 3 phases: separation, preliminal transition, liminal reaggregation, postliminal. These phases reflect the movement from one social identity to another. And remarkably, they appear in societies across the globe. Segment 2. The power of the threshold. Van Gennep believed the threshold, or limen in Latin, was more than architecture. It symbolized a shift from one state to another. The Roman god Janus, who watched over doorways and beginnings, faced both forward and backward, into the past and the future. The Jewish mezuzah, affixed to doorways, marks the passage into a sacred space. These are not just beliefs. They are signs that change is happening. Even today, carrying a bride over the threshold is a playful but lingering echo of these ancient rites. Segment 3, Birth, Death, and Everything Between. Van Gennep studied ceremonies across cultures. Birth, initiation into adulthood, marriage, funerals, religious or nations, harvest and season rituals. In each case, the person or group is first separated from their old identity, then enters a liminal, or in-between phase, and finally is reintegrated with a new role or status. Let's explore a few vivid examples. Segment 4, Becoming a Man, the South African initiation. In some Southern African societies, boys are initiated into manhood through a series of powerful rites. They begin with separation, leaping over fire or water, leaving their mothers behind, symbolically cutting the apron strings of childhood. Next, liminality, the boys undergo circumcision in a secluded area. No woman may witness it. They heal in a hidden lodge, learn secret chants, wear special clothes, and live apart from society. Finally, they re-emerge, now as men. their mothers can see them again. They dance proudly in the village, no longer boys, but warriors. Segment 5, Death and the Spirit's Journey. Death, too, is a rite of passage, not just for the deceased, but for their loved ones. After burial, both the mourners and the spirit of the dead enter a liminal phase. Mourners wear special clothing, observe taboos, and avoid certain behaviors. The spirit is believed to be wandering, seeking the world of ancestors. Only after final aggregation rites, rituals that honor or install the spirit among the ancestors, can the journey be said to be complete. Segment 6, Festivals, Marriage, and Modern Echoes. Rites of passage also play out in seasonal festivals. At New Year or harvest celebrations, entire communities enact the three-phase structure. Leaders symbolically separate from daily life, taboos are observed in the liminal space, and joyful re-entry marks the new year, new roles, renewed bonds. Marriage rites often reflect this pattern too. Among the land Dioks of Borneo, for example, couples are purified by the blood of a sacrificed chicken, a symbolic act of transformation. Even today, we preserve fragments of these rituals. Think of bachelor parties, white wedding dresses, and even tossing the bouquet. These are echoes of ancient transitions. Segment 7, Ritual in the Modern World. In modern, industrial societies, many of these rites are fading. Why? Some say it's due to the decline of religion. But others suggest a deeper shift. In tribal societies, roles, parent, worker, spiritual leader, overlap in the same place, among the same people. Rituals help mark these roles clearly. In our world, roles are fragmented. We work in offices, worship in churches, live in apartments. Ritual loses its place. And yet, the need for meaning remains. Graduation ceremonies, birthday parties, even military boot camps, they're all attempts to restore a sense of transition, of transformation. From the first cry of birth to the final farewell at death, humanity has never simply moved through life, we've marked it. Rituals remind us that we are always becoming. And perhaps, in understanding these rites, we find a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. If you found this journey through the rites of passage as fascinating as we did, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to This Is It. And hit the bell button so you never miss the mysteries that shape our world, and ourselves.